Welcome, people. How are you doing, everybody? How is your weekend going? Like they say, thank God it's Friday. Oh, this is Thursday. Sorry, my bad. It's the throwback Thursday. My bad. I thought it was Friday. I'm already looking forward to the weekend. Yo, guys, it is another episode of Possible Outcomes. If you don't know what the show is all about, it's a show where we take a deep dive into um the upcoming EPL games. We'll look at the fixtures on to my, I believe to my left, if I'm not mistaken, on your screen. It's actually on my right, right? So to be on your left, you see the fixtures that we'll be talking about in the match day 28. Match day 28. Yeah. Guys, it's this week promises to be an interesting one. Last week was more of a tough one. We saw Liverpool, what's we call it, Liverpool getting through at the death of that game. Also, um yeah, we saw United actually lost 3-1. So this week we're gonna be looking at the games. I have Tesh who will be joining up on the stage shortly, and also I believe I've got I believe I got a munch coming up. Big up yourself, GB in the house. I'm just gonna pull up Tesh into the studio. Then we would kick um things going. We get things going. Tesh, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, because I was wondering what you were trying to tell me backstage if my volume wasn't
Okay. Okay.
too
All
good.
right. Okay.
So how are you doing?
Good. Good. Actually,
So
just jumped off work. Jumped on here.
okay, so we're not gonna waste too much of our time today. I want to make sure we try and see if we could keep this real quick. Manj is here at the backstage. I see you, Manj. How are you doing, Manj? Yeah, we're gonna start the show, but guys, before we do that, I want to just take a few seconds to to share and subscribe if you haven't done so. Just take out just 2 seconds. All right, then do this. All right. Yeah, we're back. Tesh, what are you saying? Do you want to kick
Good.
off
Good.
or you want me to
Good.
start
Good.
the
And
show?
first,
Because
I know due to time constraints, right, we've had who is doing what. You know what? I think we just alternate. We'll probably do United together, and
Mhm.
probably we'll do Liverpool and Man City together, and also Chelsea and Newcastle. So, but then we can alternate. Ball. You do Bournemouth. I take the next one, and
I'm
Manchester can
gonna
probably
start.
always.
I'm gonna start. I was gonna start with the ball mode.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah. It's finally Bournemouth got the win after like what 7 games
Yeah.
in all competition, and because in the last set five Premier League games they've been finding it hard to actually get a good result. When I say good result, like a win, right? It's been a draw, 2 draws, almost 3 draws and 3 losses, right? In the last six games, 7 games, right? So they won their last game at Burnley, which I believe was a 2-0. I actually uh, was hoping that Burnley would actually give them a run for their money, but nah, it wasn't to be. They it was, if you look at the game, you one might think it was Burnley was in the game, right? But for some reason I just felt like Bournemouth was too strong for them on the night and they won that game 2-0. Going into this game, Sheffield United, oof, it's gonna be a tough one because Sheffield United, the last 5 games they've played in all competition, they've won one, lost four. Yes, yeah. And yeah, Bournemouth on the other hand are not doing so great, right, in terms of um games that they've won, right? Like I said earlier, but their home record, right? Their home record has been pretty. Whew, it's a tough one because I'm trying to understand what actually Sheffield can do because Sheffield has a whole long list of injuries at the moment. Sheffield has they have about what 8 players out injured. Although Bournemouth have their own share of injuries, in the likes of Aaron's, Adams, Frederick, and Eel are all out injured. But Sheffield United, they have 8 players injured. So I'm thinking, what's in this game, right? What's there about this game that I think maybe might give Sheffield the up. Maybe Sheffield can actually get a result. Looking at the Sheffield away form, it's in the last five they lost two, they lost three, won two. Is there any sort of encouragement in that record? Because they won at Luton 3-1. They won the other win they've had in the last five is Gillingham with a 1-4-0, right? So lost at drew at Villa, lost at City, lost at Crystal Palace, and lost narrowly to Wolves. So I'm thinking, is there something in this game that might just make me feel like, okay, you know what, Sheffield United might just pull uh like an upset, because I feel like Bournemouth are the favorite in this game. Sheffield United obviously will be the underdog. I would just say I feel like Solanke is back for them. I feel Bournemouth might just do this one. My possible outcome for this game is Bournemouth to get at least 2 goals. Bournemouth win this by a 2 goal margin. That's my possible outcome. Over to you, Tesh.
Okay. Hope everyone's doing good. So, we're maybe say Sheffield have gone on a vacation. Yeah, I think it's the time where everybody starts thinking, have I qualified? Am I there? Am I making it? Or
Yeah,
not making it? Will I go to
yeah.
relegation? If not, I'm fine.
Hmm.
Okay. Looking at Crystal Palace and Luton, this is a tough one. So not enough data in terms of both of them. But last game they played, Luton won by 2-1. But if you go back to 27 to 2007 to 2025, they played 4 times, with
Yeah.
each team winning two, and what they call it, Crystal Palace winning two, Luton winning two. But I think that doesn't count. That's a long time ago. Now in this game,
Mhm.
what will happen? So probably looking at their current form, Luton's form is blood. It's all
Like we like to
yeah,
say in the medical world, red blood cells
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. Luton's this one is
It's
blood.
looking
So
good.
now what basically is happening here is that um Luton have lost their last five. But to be fair though, they've played Man City, they've played Liverpool, they've played Manchester United, and they've
Yeah.
played Aston Villa. So they basically played the top six
Top side.
six
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
in their last four.
I hear
So
you. Yeah.
um now Crystal Palace on the other hand, they basically lost to what they call three. They've won one and drawn one. Right? So Crystal Palace, it's a tough one. Right? Actually, Luton is good, but I think this game I probably go with either a Luton win, although I know Crystal Palace are home. Um, I'll
Ooh.
go with what they called
Ooh.
a Luton win or a draw in this one.
Ooh. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. Luton to
Mm.
win or withdraw. Yeah. We.
Because one could argue probably the new coach can spore can spore what they call it Crystal Palace. But when I see their game against Tottenham is not convincing. So like even there was no new manager bound. So and I don't expect that. So again, they might win. Probably they might edge because Luton again is around their level. But I think I'm more edging towards the side of Luton or a draw on
I
this one.
feel, yeah, Luton or withdraw. I feel like Luton would. I feel like in that game, I feel like Luton definitely my if you want me to go, is the obvious one. My possible outcome is very the obvious one. Looking to get a goal. They always tend to score, right? They
Let's
always
go.
find a way to score. Now, having said that, we're just gonna go straight into the Wolves Fulham game. This game, it's a game that could go either way, right?
I think Wolves will win
Wolves,
though.
yeah, Wolves, the Wolves, they've not they are on some form, right? One can say, yeah, in the last 10, they've lost two. That's Wolves at home. The last 10 they lost two, one won seven, drew one. That's at home. But if you look at the overall for them, they are not doing bad at all when it comes to the last 10 games on all competition. Um they've actually lost only three, won about um 1-6. Yeah, that's right. 1-6, drew one. So who and that, that's not a bad look if you look at Wolves, right? At the moment, they excuse me, they've only Cunha is out. To Cunha and I think he Chan is out. For Fulham, they have Jimenez out. Paulinho would be back for that game. It's gonna be a tough one. So looking at the injury, they don't really have much of an injury concern, right? So Paulinho is back. So I'm Fulham on the other hand, let's talk about Fulham. Fulham, they've had a good run as well. They've had in the last five, they've actually won three, lost one, drew one, right? All Premier League, right? They actually lost to Aston Villa away at home. So they won the that 2-1 win over United, I believe gave them the momentum going into Brighton, and Brighton, who they beat comfortably. On the other hand, one could say, okay, Brighton has been going through some turmoil at the moment. They've had injuries, their away form are not so great at the moment. Right now, we saw how they got thumped, trashed in the Europa League, right? Um 4-0 by Roma. So yeah, but one can still argue that Fulham actually beat the Manchester United side. They held
Mm-hmm.
their own. They beat the Bournemouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
They drew against away to Burnley,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this game, I don't know, like for me, it's gonna be tough because was like I feel like Wolves will narrowly take this one, right? But for me, Fulham's away record is not something I would love to back. They've in the last 10 matches, they've won three, lost six, drew one. So that's not really a good away record, in my opinion. So that being said, that I feel like this game, it's gonna be a game where both teams would actually get, excuse me. Every time I say Wolves will get, games are gonna be like a high scoring game, they end up disappointing me. And just go
So,
nick it 1-0. So I'm thinking it's going to be a case of uh, a high scoring game. Like the goals here should be about minimum in this game three. So that my possible outcome will be minimum 3 goals in this game. That's my possible outcome. I don't know who's going to take it. I feel like it's going to be a 2-2 draw, right? But just looking at the home record of Wolves, if I have to lean for who's going to win this, I would go towards Wolves. But for now, I'm just going to keep it simple and say my possible outcome for this particular fixture would be a minimum. It's going to be, when you say high scoring game, a minimum of 3 goals in this game.
right. Wolves are
Tertiary.
Wolves are Wolves will load those guys. I just stand there with load those guys. Mayu, leave Mayu. Forget Mayu. Oh, forget
So
Manchester United.
Wolves will definitely win. Tertiary is saying Wolves to win. GB also said Wolves to win this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Should we talk about Arsenal? Let's say Arsenal will
yeah,
win.
let's go. No, let's go Arsenal. No, let's go to
Arsenal,
Arsenal, the
Arsenal,
Arsenal's game.
Arsenal, Arsenal will win. I think let's let Arsenal win with multiple goals.
No,
Because
this game might
Arsenal's
be. This game might be okay. You know what? Let me get Manj to give me his thought about the. Yo, big up yourself, Manj.
Yo, big up, man. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, loud and clear. So
Big
what
up.
you
What you
saying?
saying, man?
Tesh is saying Arsenal Brentford is like more like an easy win, straight win for the Gunners. The Gunners. What do you think about that game? I feel like I feel like what's my Brentford, right?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't give up in this game. Arsenal are playing the return leg of the Porto or the Champions League fixtures on
Yeah.
Tuesday, I believe. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they would want to keep their focus, or if they want to have a split focus where they put one eye on this and one eye on that. because we know Liverpool and Man City are playing also on Sunday. Or playing on Sunday, I believe. Pardon. I beg your
Yep.
pardon. So it feels like, okay, if Arsenal do their job and win this game, right? They might just pile on the pressure on either of those two guys, because they either both drop 2 points or one person drops 3 points, right? So what do you think? Do you think the Gunners are going to be keep looking forward to the Champions League game against Porto, or you feel like they would just go for it and whatever happens in the Porto game, they would just take it one game at a time? What do you think?
I think what you guys will need to stand. I think what Arteta wants to do is seal this game up in the first 60 minutes, go 3 goals up, and show up the game. And the Ivan Toney derby is going to be like settled by about 2 or more goals win for Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like a convincing win for them before they handle business against Porter. So the first 60 minutes, they want to wrap it up, if that makes sense.
The first 60 minutes.
First 60 minutes, 3 goals. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like Thomas Frank, right? I feel like this game, it's a very, like
No,
Tess is saying,
you
it's an easy.
over the thinker, and I go Lego load person, yeah.
So Tess is thinking, what Tess is actually saying is saying that this game is more like a walk in the park for Arsenal, right? Because they might end up just winning this game another 5-0, right? But do you actually think it's an easy win like that? Because GB is saying Arsenal to win, but barely. It's more like maybe 1-0 kind of game. What are you saying, man?
I think Brentford's biggest threat is set pieces. I think they'll get a goal or two from there, and maybe a penalty or something. But Arsenal will be wanting to do what Liverpool do in their games. I know we touch on Liverpool later on. I think Arsenal would do like a 10-minute breeze through, like it against Newcastle, go 2-0 up, show up the game, hit them with a second half or something, and win like 3-1 or something like that.
All right.
One of them
now
ones.
take us. Okay. So for me, I feel like you're saying your possible outcome is Arsenal to win this game, maybe like 2 goals, right? With a minimum of 2 goals. Yeah. Tesh is saying this one is minimum. Tesh is actually agreeing with you, a minimum of 2 goals. I'm saying my possible outcome for this game would be Brentford.
Brentford
to win. No, Brentford to get a goal.
Hold on. Your mind is deceive you.
If Brentford do at home, then I see what you're saying. But Arsenal different gravy at home, man.
But my possible outcome is I feel like Brentford are going to continue that run where they score in almost every other game. So I feel like Brentford would get a goal in this game. Don't forget, Brentford actually kept Man City at bay for like 70 odd, almost 67, 70 odd minutes. So I feel like Brentford.
I lost 4-2 to what they call West Ham. So always keep that in mind too.
Okay.
The balances are out, yeah.
Just balance it out around 100%. Yo, let's go to Aston Villa. Mark, what are you saying about the Aston Villa Tottenham game? What do you think?
A lot of United fans want this to be a draw. I can sense it in your voices already, right?
Yes.
I've got this written down as 2 possible outcomes.
Okay.
Either Villa win by a late goal or a draw. I don't know which one to go for. It's a tough one.
No, you could actually leave it at that. 1 second.
Yeah.
You could actually leave it at both outcomes. Let's see, which one would you put on? If you have to weigh both of them, which is actually going to be like 59% and the other one going to be like 41%, or 51-49. What do you think?
Because Villa played
lean towards, yeah.
Because Villa played today and they're at home, they don't want to. Let's see what's the table saying. Who's above more? Villa off, yeah. So a draw would probably be better for Villa because they're 5 points ahead of Tottenham. So I'm gonna go for a draw. That's my possible outcome. Draw.
If you look at Tottenham away's record, it's not too great in the last 5 all Premier Leagues. It has been 2 draws, 3 draws, 1 loss, and a win. And the win came at the what do you call them? Forest, right? They came at Nottingham Forest. So, Tesh, what are you saying?
With this one though, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and Stephanie, big up to you and Stephanie. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. No, my outcome here is honestly, I think for enough, I'll probably go with Manch though. Yes.
Don't forget, Aston Villa's last 10 games at home, they've lost 3, although it was back to back to back, including FA Cup, right? They lost to Newcastle, lost to they lost to Chelsea in the FA Cup, and they lost to United in the Premier League. That was the 3 straight home defeats they've got. In the other ones has been more like 6 wins and a draw. So Tess, bearing that in mind, what are you saying? What's your final
when I look at, for example, when using one footballer, what you're saying, for example, they're saying Tottenham would win 70% and it's only 5% draw. And GB is saying Villa's rates are about to fall off, right? So probably it's also saying the pressure is going to crush them. But honestly, as in, you know what? I might change that because Tottenham has something, and I don't know if it's luck, just something like the last game we watched, right? What was the last one we did a watch along against Crystal Palace?
We're going to be
whereby from nowhere, even to the fact that Timo is scoring.
Yeah.
So there's something happening in Tottenham. So you know what? Let me change that. I'll probably change that.
I'm actually going to change mine. No way. Not just what I agree with Tish saying, because you have to factor in a Villa played tonight and Tottenham played for a week, so Tottenham will be more fresher.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I'm going to go for a Spurs win.
You know what? I think I'm gearing towards a Spurs win. Yeah, I'm gearing towards a Spurs win on this one. But I won't be shocked if it ends up being a draw. But it's basically end to end on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where this is gonna go. It could go to Villa. It could go to it could go either ways, right? So I'm not gonna be doing win, lose, or draw. I'm just gonna stay on what I think or what I think the possible outcome for this game is gonna be, right? I don't want to give myself no headache. This game, I'm gonna be seeing a lot of attacks, a lot of pressure from both sides, end-to-end stuff. So I would say we're gonna see both sides giving away corners. I would go with the corner start in this one. So I would say this corners will be minimum
above what?
Above
7.5 or 8.5?
No, 15 corners together.
15 corners is usually 15 corners. Okay, I'll write that down. That's write down. Yeah, combine, yeah. 15 corners. That's right down that.
More like 8 and 7. That's doable, right? Combined. So 15 corners. I feel like it's gonna be end-to-end stuff. So this is with the way Timo likes to play, and with the way Timo Werner, Johnson, no Richarlison at the moment. So it's gonna be, I believe it's gonna be Son leading the attack, right? With the way they like to cut in and spread the ball into the danger zone. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of block shots that would maybe tip this ball over, right? And also you have the likes of what's his name? Block shots.
Sorry.
Douglas Luiz. For Villa, what's this guy's name that plays on the right?
Konsa. Diaby.
Yes, the one that plays ahead of Diaby. He has a very funny name.
Is he also fast? Is he
he's
Jamaican?
Fast. It's Bailey.
Leon Bailey. Yeah.
So the way they like to play, right? They like to cut, and and sometimes even McGinn also adds his own. See, this game is gonna be tough. I'm gonna go, bro, take it down to 14 corners and Ole Watkins to score a goal in this game.
What should be 13 corners?
He's been on a hot top.
I should drop it down to 13, right?
No, 14. Leave it at
14. 14. It's just one.
Leave it at 14.
I'll take 13 tests.
But Ole Watkins to get on the score sheet, that would be one of the possible outcome. Now let's go to the Zerbi ball and Nuno Espirito Santos. What you guys saying, Tesh?
The Zerbi ball has been. You know what? Manj, go first. Let me think about this one. Manj, go.
Zerbi ball has been deflated, like they said.
It has been deflated.
I think this should be a high-scoring game, lads. I think we're looking at minimum 4 goals.
Yeah.
So I would say draw. Score draw.
Draw.
More like a
Yeah.
2-2 draw, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm laughing. Nottingham look like they are on a good form, but they lose
Whereas
steady. They keep losing.
like you feel like they're doing something, right?
But no, nothing's happening.
It feels like they're playing well, but they end up letting go. Like see the game against Liverpool. They had every opportunity. They had 2 opportunities, especially Langa, to actually at least get a goal, right? But I don't know what the guy was doing, and even at the minute Liverpool scored that goal, I know a lot of people were saying what's his name? Odoi should have kicked the ball out, or Awoni shouldn't have intercepted, or Awoni should have kicked the ball. But if you look at that play, right, it was too quick. It was everything happened too fast. Odoi was trying to bring the ball out and go towards the come away from the goal, right? Awoni was running out of the defense. The ball just went in his path, so he tries to take it alongside, right? But the Liverpool defender or attacker just put steps in and cut the ball off and was able to like. So I know what you mean. They're playing good, but they are losing, right? So
No, see, I feel like Langa used all his power against Mario. You think you used his last energy against Mario? Because that game you were talking about, the last game, at least he should have scored.
At least 2 goals, because there was this one in the second half where he had the ball. One time he had to use his left foot to try to coil it in the back to the far corner, right? But it didn't come off. Then the one where in the first half where he had a one-on-one through with he had the beating. Was it Van Dijk? Van Dijk actually thought that guy was going to score, but for some reason he didn't score. I believe the goalkeeper made a save. If my memory serves me well, but. Yeah, now looking at what we have tomorrow, oh my days, I feel like what GB is saying is gonna happen. Brighton might finally get the win, because Brighton at home they're a different gravy when you compare them to Brighton away. Brighton away this season has been their away form has been abysmal, right? So, but their home form it's been on point. The last 5 altogether, they've actually.
Sorry, Drex. Do you think also their involvement in the European competitions is most likely affecting them as well?
No more. I feel like it's got to do with the injuries, right? But I'm going to go through.
Okay.
Let me just give you the last 10 games they've played at home. The last 10, right? The last 10, 2020, October 26th last year. It's been 5 draws, 5 wins. They've not lost at home. They've not lost at home. So. And Nottingham Forest away form is not good. They've only won twice, and one of the wins was the FA Cup where they had to go into extra time, right? So Nottingham Forest at home, it's all looking peak. Like they've lost 5 times, drawn 3, and won 2. Like I said, one of the wins that came was against Blackpool in the FA Cup. The last time they won away was against Newcastle, where I felt like it was a new manager bounce for them. And Nuno's actually guided them to that win against Newcastle. Having said that, right, the injury record honestly, the injury record, people, I think I've fallen for this as well. People say Brighton's got a lot of injuries, right? They only have 5. Joao Pedro, Marsh, Milner, of which Milner, how do we say this? Milner of old or Milner of
Milner? Milner of old.
Milner of old, yeah. James Milner, and the key one here is the Mitoma, right? They only have 5 injuries, right?
Do you know Brighton were trashed today?
Yeah, 4. That's what I'm saying. 4-0.
Trashed.
Like, I feel like I'm going to stay on this. I'm going to ask we're going to stay on this a little bit, right? Before I can get Man's take. I think this show will be wrapping up in about 10, 11 minutes. Okay, yeah. Man, do you think, and De Zerbi, right? Do you think it's the media hype is got into his head that right now he's trying to live up to the media hype?
I think it's a bit of both. They're a victim of their own success from last season as well. They're failing to push on from their success. Obviously, the they could say, "Oh, we sold X amount of player to Chelsea, etc." But do got to build on it. For me, they are where they should be right now. Let's see, where they're in the table right now. They are the ninth, which is decent for them. So you know what? They're doing all right. They just like the media
Okay.
like to link managers with bigger jobs, like they did with Graham Potter. It's like the Southampton regime. Remember when they kept assigning players to Liverpool, etc. So it's one of them ones. So yeah, they're doing all right for them.
Look at what GB
Yeah.
says.
Tess, do you
Raggedy
think
level.
Tess, do you think do you think the media hype is getting to him, so he's trying to actually live up to, like he's actually trying to stay at par with what the hype is all about, or he just feels like right now he's having a downtime in terms of with the injuries and all of that. He's just having a downtime because, like I said, at home they're doing fine, but the way is what is where the problem lies.
I don't think it's happy. I think it's the actual game. If you look at last season, right, and that also it's also impacted United, where we saw some teams did poorly, in that some teams basically did well. And also note, right, note, I think Potter left, is it last season or the season before?
I think it was last
Season
season.
before, I think, yeah.
The season before, yeah. He started last season.
Yeah. So when Potter had a good style of play that actually transitioned to De Zerbi. Teams were poor last season. Liverpool was poor. Chelsea were poor. Teams were poor last season. So then you see the Brighton, right, doing well because why? They were probably beating teams that are poor. But now if you're looking at this season, right, teams are harder. You see likes of what they call them Tottenham doing way better. You see likes of Aston Villa doing better. Even now, Nottingham, although they are losing, but you see like they are difficult, right? They're difficult to actually beat, right? So I think teams are stronger. So I think it's not a hype. I think they're actually around their level, like what Mike says. It's like they're a victim of their own success last season. They are where they are. The same thing with also United, where you see Ten Hag overachieving last year, right? With those with some of those players, right? Now we're basically struggling because we can't keep up because the players cannot. It's like not in terms of Brighton, it's not a consistency thing, no, but I think it's more sort of a level thing. This is where we are meant to be now. Could they improve in the future? Yes, they could improve. They have what they call solid and good structure, but you can see the game is very intense now. It's difficult. Like imagine you are having Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool all going for a title. United basically we know we're struggling because Aston Villa and Everton we might most likely not even get it into a top 5. So imagine that's gone, right? And they are ninth, which is a fair reflection. They just is it 3 points behind United. So I think it's a fair reflection of where they are supposed to be.
All right. Okay. So what's your possible outcome? Like you said, what's the possible outcome for this game?
Possible outcome for this one, I'll probably say draw.
Draw.
It's called draw. It's called draw.
It's called draw.
Draw.
I haven't looked at their their home record, right? I feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game, so I'm just gonna go with the goals. I'm gonna say minimum of 3 goals in this game.
Okay,
that's my possible outcome. At this game, I feel like something in me is telling me Nottingham Forest would actually still put further push the dagger in right there.
Let me give you one. Elanga to score.
I knew you would say that. I was just waiting. I was like, there you go.
Okay.
You know why? I was gonna say that too. That's why.
Let's see who's next. Who's next? We have West Ham, Burnley. We have Liverpool and Man City to come. Then Chelsea. I think that's Monday Night Football. Let's go straight into West Ham, Burnley. And West Ham, I think they lost today. They lost to Freiburg. In the Europa League. Yeah. So what are you saying, Tesh? West Ham,
Burnley. Let me just quickly pull up the stat right. Sorry. What's that?
Man, what are you thinking for that game?
I'm thinking this is gonna be a comfortable win for West Ham.
West Ham.
They want to progress.
This battle of the
claret table.
Blue. Yeah.
The claret and blue. Yeah. I think Company. It won't get sacked. I think they're just going to wait for him to go back to Championship and come back up again. I think they'll do that. Like a yo-yo team.
Yeah.
So I want to say, I think West Ham by 2 clear.
Yeah,
West Ham by 2.
West Ham.
Burnley
Yeah, I
away.
think
Burnley away's record is all red blood cells everywhere, spilling of red
Burnley
blood cells
red
everywhere.
things. So red things.
Everywhere you go, they take it. So, but having said that, I feel like this game is gonna be a draw for me. It's gonna be a draw. West Ham, I know they would want to come out um with gun blazing, but this game is one of those games where Burnley will be like, you know what, enough is enough. We've been taking the beating too much. We might as
No
well
worry.
just um I feel like it's gonna be a draw in this. There's gonna be a draw in this game. West
A
Ham,
possible outcome.
I'm not too confident about West Ham. Yeah.
A possible outcome. West Ham. Enough is not enough. Sorry, Burnley. Enough is not enough. You collect in this one. So West Ham will win this one. Burnley can do enough
Uh,
is enough
uh,
later.
uh, GB say easy West Ham win. Company is on toast. GB, I don't think company is on toast. I just feel like they've already the hierarchies in Burnley have already accepted their fate, and they know, okay, maybe with company and they progressing into the Premier League, they didn't really get Premier League players, like Premier League experienced players, to actually survive. I feel like they are just testing the water with one foot, maybe see how it feels, go back, and when they are coming back next time, who they get relegated, they get the money as well. So when they're coming back next time, yeah, they would come back big and better and stronger. So having said that,
Sorry, quick question. Sorry. I know just to. Does anyone know why they're not sacking a company?
that's I don't. Nobody know per se what exactly it is, because with the kind of result he's been getting, this is deemed a sackable offense. But for me, I like the fact that Burnley have said, you know what, we're not going to sack this guy. I don't like seeing manager lose the job. We're not going to. It's not about sack, right? I don't like managers. They have a plan. If we get there and we get relegated, so be it. We come back. For all we know, Burnley are not the last person in the league. They are the 19th. They are in the 19th position. At least they are better
So,
than somebody.
because the reason why I ask, right, is more so if you're looking at, for example, you're looking at this right, from a management level, where you look at where does the error lie? Is it the players, or is it what they call the manager? So are they thinking in future will probably to phase out these players and bring new players, I suppose that probably would then suit company style, and in that he can play the kind of game he wants to play? Is that what they are looking at, or probably it's just blind faith? That's where as
I
far as
don't think.
asking.
I wouldn't think it's blind faith. I would just feel like they know what they were getting into, and they've
Yeah.
already made up their mind to stick to what they have. Man, what are you
Okay,
saying?
okay.
I think they want to show loyalty as well to company that they got them up so easily, quite convincingly
Hmm.
in the championship. I think what it did, obviously the transfer window in January was quiet for everybody,
Hmm.
but I think they'll give him minimum. I could be very wrong. They might sack him
After the
after
last
Burnley,
game,
after West Ham. You never
after
know.
the
We could be sitting here
yeah,
next week,
or
but
after the last game, yeah.
you
Mhm.
never know. But for me, I think they'll give him another year. I think they'll give him another 2 years. He's doing a great job over there. So
All right,
it's Burnley,
that's
isn't it?
good.
Just to be honest, it is Burnley.
Yeah. Yo,
Respectfully, to
Chelsea,
any Burnley fans listening.
yeah, Chelsea and what should we call it? Chelsea and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Well,
Yo,
that's that one though. It's like if
okay,
you're
so
looking at both. Sorry,
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Ted. No. I was gonna say let me start, but go ahead. Let me hear what you have to say.
As in, if you're looking at both teams, right? As in, one thing is, I always said, Chelsea is not looking like this, some kind of United, but you don't know what to expect,
Yeah,
right?
unpredictable. Yeah, up
Yeah,
and
you can
down, yo-yo.
you cannot predict them, and Newcastle have also been like a yo-yo up and down as well, right? So that's a very
Yeah,
tough one to predict. But what I would say my possible outcome in that game is both teams to score.
man, what are you saying?
I always go with home advantage, man. You know me. I got Chelsea winning
Mm.
this by 1 goal.
All right. I wouldn't dwell too much on this. I would say, looking at both of them, something is telling me Chelsea would go. We get this win. GB is already coming and saying Newcastle
Newcastle
will
win.
get the win, right? And sometimes I like to listen to GB, but this time I'm just good. I think I would just stay on the what should I call it? The Chelsea to nick it. You know what, Drex? No, don't do that. Go on the
Home
draw. Go on the
advantage.
go on the
Home
draw. Go on
advantage.
the draw. Yeah, because I the last time Chelsea played, they played Brentford and they were away, right?
Yeah, 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. I'd go on the draw. I stay on the draw. The both team Newcastle found a little bit of form recently. I would stay with the draw. Both team to score right there. You're spot on with that one. I think both teams will score, but I'll stay on the draw. Now let's go to one of the big ones before we go to the very big one, which is the very big one. Everybody will be thinking what I'm about to say. One of the big ones actually Liverpool Man City. The very big one is Manchester United Everton. So yeah, one
Regardless
of
of
the
any
big ones.
team, still a big
Eh,
one.
yes, the big one. Yeah, Liverpool City. Yeah, man, what are you saying? This is a very quick one. I don't want to dwell on these two because
Ah,
they don't make sense to me. So I don't like
Hmm,
dwelling on them
Ale.
here.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Liverpool, Man City. Not a fan of Liverpool because they're the enemy.
Mm-hmm,
City doing what City thinks, but
mm-hmm,
they're not doing it as quite convincingly.
mm-hmm,
City haven't done quite well at Anfield late as of in recent years. They probably picked up one or two wins, close wins, but that's about it. Liverpool tend to dominate at home. Liverpool want to get up to a quick start, like what Arsenal want to do against Brentford. City, I don't know, man. Salah back? I don't know. I need from my personal standpoint, I need a draw here, so I'm going for a draw.
Okay, let me just add a little bit of context before we get to Tesh. It's gonna be Liverpool are out with 7 players: Matip,
Yeah.
Okay.
Jones, Gravenberg, Jota, what's it called?
Konate possibly.
Matip. Matip is out. He will not play. Jones is out. I think Curtis Jones. Gravenberg is out. Diego Jota is out. Basetic is out. Allison is out. Arnold is out. And we know, of course, Thiago is on holiday, right? So because he's never in the
And
squad.
possibly also Konate might be out as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but for City, it's basic. I think Jack Grealish is the only one with the groin injury out. So, guys, you've seen that? So, Tesh? What's your final take? Because I don't want to do on
My
this one.
take here, honestly, right, the one thing I respect Liverpool for, and I respect them, Klopp and so bad on that. No matter what the team they put, they will still give you a fight.
Okay.
They will
System,
still give
innit?
you a fight. Yeah, they will still give you a fight. But the thing is that can they keep up, right? With City,
Mhm.
right? City is good. City, they are very good. They are extremely, extremely good. So I will go for a City, City to what they call so it's City win or a draw. But if you look at what, for example, one football, they're actually going for a Liverpool win, regardless of the injuries. They're going 56% Liverpool win, 7% draw, and 27% for Man City, based on probably Liverpool being at home. So, and it's true, Anfield can be a hostile environment where when you have that the 12th man sharing you on, right? But the thing that is it the experience, right? I think that might count for City in that game.
Mm.
Okay. Now, my just chip my own in is I feel like City will win this game 3. Salah is playing, so let me know
Ah, no.
because if
He's definitely
be,
scoring then.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's I think 3. I was gonna say 3-1, but I just remember Salah is playing. I'm trying to say 3-2, right? Because City were there for the taking when they played United.
Mm.
yeah.
If you guys know what I mean. If we had played, if Rashford had taken those chances, like I'm not just calling him, I'm not putting any pressure. I'm just saying if we had taken our chances, Rashford had scored a second goal, would have come out with probably a draw, right?
Yeah.
But City are there for the taking, but I think they would have too much firepower against Liverpool. So for me, this I would say this game City would win, maybe 3-2, 2-1 kind of game, but the minimum of 3 goals possible outcome. Three goals,
Yeah.
three goals, 3 goals.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Possible
let's.
outcome. There's 3 goals, and I think that most likely will happen. That most likely will happen.
It's a Grealish is drinking too much of the
Much
Kool-Aid.
cooler.
Let's go to Manchester United. I was hoping to keep this stream under 45, but I think I'll be able to do it under 50. So let's go. United Everton, the big one. Early kickoff. Because after
I
that
think of
game,
it.
basically every my day is almost is good. Just relax and do the Aston Villa Tottenham watch along. Yeah. I'm gonna let Armand is gonna go last because he's the guest, so I'm gonna get
Yeah,
Armand to
yeah.
go
So
last.
That's fine.
let me go for this one. United will win this one. Forget on. United will win this match. Reason I say that, right? There's been so
Let me
much
see if
pressure,
Anthony
right?
Marshall is back. Because I heard Anthony Marshall was in training when he heard we are playing Everton next.
Uh-oh.
What do you call?
Carry on. Yeah.
Based on the pressure being mounted on what they call on Tenag, right? I expect the players to fight back and fight for it. I know certain players, example would be Martinez, right? He'll be scratching his head. Why am I not fit? Because these are people that probably will want to that will put their bodies on the line for Tenagua in that games. But I expect the boys to fight back more so because they've seen the same scenario happen in the past. They witnessed it whereby they've down tools and the manager has gone right. So I expect most of the players, not all of them, to basically push back to fight for the manager to win the game. So I believe United will win this game by minimum 2 goals.
Okay, for me, it's gonna be one of those interesting games where I don't see United. I want to say I don't see United conceding in this game. We're gonna keep a clean sheet in this game. It will it be too much if I said that would be my possible outcome, keeping a clean sheet in the game?
I think that's fine. That's fine.
That's fair.
That's what we're saying. At least a draw, a
No, a
draw
clean sheet.
or draw or United.
United. My
Yes.
my take is okay. Let me know. I think that one might be too tough in case if they score, I'm done. Um, I would go with United winning this one. United to get at least. Let me not just put the win. United to get at least 2 goals in this game, and a very put maybe a 35%, 40% chance that they would concede. They wouldn't concede a goal in this game. They would win with a 2 goal margin in this game.
Fair enough.
Mant all on Mant, what are you saying?
Um, gonna say we'll score 2 goals,
Yeah.
but there's a very odds-on chance that we concede from a corner. Corner's like a penalty,
Yeah,
you know.
because that's true. Everton with their
And
set piece.
Decore and Amanda, you know what I mean? If he's
Yeah,
playing,
the
so
Corey Onana is playing. Yeah, I think Onana is playing. The Corey is back for them. The only person that's not that they have out, I think, is Idris Gay
mm,
guy. Yeah, I think that guy is a questionable, but Danjuma and is this Dele Ali? Dele Ali is still at Everton. Oof.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 He's out. Dele Ali and the other guy Danjuma is out. So
Mm.
yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
man. Continue.
United about 1 goal, just about.
Uni-
Squeaky bum time,
United
one of them ones.
squeaky
Squeaky
bum
bump.
time, squeaky bum time, guys. You heard it
You know
from the
how it is.
man. Yeah, you heard it from man. He says it's a squeaky bum time kind of game where United would just edge it by a lone goal. Tej says he feels like this one it's gonna go past Everton like the wind. I'm saying United would win this game. Maybe I'm saying with a 2 goal margin and a possible clean sheet. Guys, let
Yeah.
us know what you think. You can leave your thoughts in the comment section below under this video in the non-live section. Let us know what you think. Maybe you never can tell. We might just pick up one of you from the comment section and have you in the next show, or maybe say, okay, this guy, you're good with your prediction. How about you just maybe, yeah, you never can tell. But if you have something contrary to what we're saying, just leave it in the comment section. We would read it. And if you have a question or you have a concern or you have a way that you think we could actually improve, yeah, positive criticism, whichever one is welcome on this channel, let us know. Man, thank you for pulling up. Thank you for joining us today. I want to
No
say
problem, man.
thank you to
Appreciate it.
GBA. Thank you to all the 6 persons that are watching all the way in Twitter, which is formerly X, formerly Twitter. Thank you so much for staying with us. What Stephanie, thank you so much for always being there. Yourself and GB always showing up for us. Mark also, I think Mark has started his stream already. Guys, don't forget to smash the like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing. I think tomorrow another member of the rappers group. So tomorrow we will be tomorrow is no sorry. Tomorrow is happy hour. Don't forget happy hour on for Football Power Hour, but we will be co-streaming onto DOP Sports as well. But
Mhm.
Friday, it's gonna be. I don't think we'll be doing the watch along for the United game, but we will definitely be doing the watch along for the Aston Villa Tottenham game. The reason why we won't be doing the watch along for the United game because I believe Football Power Hour will be doing that. If I can get that to stream to us, fine. But if I don't, yeah, I'll just focus on the. I love to do the Tottenham Aston Villa game for Saturday. Guys, keep it locked down. It's been a pleasure having you guys. It's been a pleasure having you, Tesh. Yo, just smash the like, just subscribe. We are what? We are 9 subscribers away from
From
100. If
100.
we could get to 100 by the end of Saturday, it would be so lovely. Thank you guys once again. Thank you so much. It is what, almost 6 p.m. Eastern, um, here in Canada. I think it is 11 p.m. in UK where man is. Big
Yeah,
up to
almost.
yourself,
Yeah,
man.
big up.
Yeah, big up yourself,
That's
man.
late,
Man is,
man.
yeah, big
Yeah,
up.
man.
It's the love. It's the love. Have a great weekend, you too yourself, GB.
Literally.
Until we
God
see you
bless.
guys again, take it
Big up.
easy. Take care. Watch out for yourself, and peace. We're out.